Right now I'm gonna head out and go rescue some fish or rehome some fish. So I got everything that I need to pick them up in my truck right here. So the main big tub I use to rescue fish is being used at the moment for my turtles, so I'm gonna be using this one. And since it's only 2 fish, this should be plenty of space for them just to come the short distance to my place. So I'll put the fish in here, then I'll have an aerator go in here. If I need to drain the pond, I have my big pump over here, my sump pump, some extension cords, some more buckets if needed. This will be to help transport water. So basically the plan would be to catch the fish, stick them in here with a little bit of water, carry them to the car, and then bring some more water to that tub over there. And then I got some nets, 2 different nets over there. And then in here, I have my air pump, my air stone, which will go into that tub to supply the fish with fresh oxygen, which is gonna be connected to my transformer to the truck. Otherwise, that's pretty much all the equipment that I'm bringing for this trip. Since as I mentioned, it's only 2 fish, that tub should be plenty of space for them. And I got a hole right here where the air pump's gonna go through.
Probably the carrot over there. Okay, that'll be it.
I think they're bigger than mine. All right. So just finished rescuing the fish. That took pretty quickly. It was just 2 of them. They're quite big. I was thinking they'd be smaller. Just because typically when I rescue fish, they're usually a little smaller than the people say, but these are pretty big. So the tub I brought was a little too small, but it will do the job since it's a small, short drive. So I'll get them to my house, test them out with my microscope, and then put them in the pond, and then they'll be all set and ready to go. So just got to my home with the fish. I didn't really use anything besides the bucket, the nets, and the tub over there. I didn't have to drain the pond. He had already had it draining and all that. So we got it all hooked up here. You can see the air stone going into my car. It's all strapped up as well. So we'll bring this to my pond, get them acclimated, and do a little fish scraping, and then we can check out the fish and show you them better. So got the tub with the fish down to the pond. So after I do a scraping, I'll start acclimating them. Got the air pump hooked up here, so they got plenty of oxygen. So we were able to get the 2 scrapings from the 2 different fish. Also at the same time, I moved them into this tub and added some water for my pond so they can acclimate to, well, not the temperatures, and the temperatures are the same, but they can acclimate to the chemistry of the pond. So whatever differences will be slowly evened out as I add water from my pond into this tub over here. So after we check these out, we should be set to put them in the pond. So here's a microscope I'll be using. It does have a camera on it, but I haven't spent the time to figure out how to download the software to use that. Otherwise, we'll check out those scrapes right over there. So here you can see the scraping. This is from the white one, the big white one. So we're done with the scraping. The fish are clean. Didn't really check them out before. So you can see the 2 different ones. They're pretty big. Yeah, that's a yellow, so that's a Yamabuki. This is an Asagi. Similar, I don't know if I have one. So this tub itself is around 26 inches, and these fish are head to tail in the tub. So they might be like 27, which is pretty big, so they're over 2 feet. So we'll call them 27 inches. And I think that's bigger than my other guys. We'll see when I put them in the pond. Catfish are probably bigger though. Dog's checking them out. Red. Red, look. Look. So the fish are in the pond. They're swimming nicely. So that's the, is that the one? Yeah, so that's the big yellowish one, and then the Asagi is right there. So they are bigger than that guy right there. The catfish, I think, is the same size. The big catfish I have is the same size as those guys. But you can see just the size of them. So there's the one, there's the other. So they're swimming around nicely, which is good. Let's see the rest of the pond. For now, those 2 fish will stay in this pond. I might move them to a bigger pond later on, to one of my friend's ponds. Not as active as my fish yet, but eventually. I didn't have to quarantine them or anything because they came out, or that when I did the fish scraping with the microscope, everything looked fine. I didn't see anything on there. When I did add the yellow one into the water, I did see some red marks on the face of the fish, but that should be fine. It should go away eventually. Probably add some salt to the pond and everything. Otherwise, that's pretty much all for this video. If you do have any questions or comments, remember to leave those below, and I'll get to those when I can. Otherwise, thank you for watching.